Mr. Secretary, Alabama's hardworking farmers and producers continue to face uphill battles as they work to feed our great nation. Constant roadblocks and government overreach are creating challenging environments for my constituents. Our producers continue to face skyrocketing input costs for fuel, seeds, equipment, fertilizer, combined with supply chain disruptions, shortages, and backlogs. Since President Biden took office in 2021, inflation has caused prices in Alabama to increase over 10%. In April, Alabamians were paying $478 more each month for everyday expenses. It is more expensive for everyone to feed their families, fuel their cars, power their homes. This is not sustainable. Today, gas prices in Alabama are $4.30 for regular gasoline, $5.36 for diesel. These prices are almost $1.50 more than this time last year. Secretary, I call on you to be a partner to help relieve the regulatory inflationary burdens on our farmers so they can do what they do best, feed the world. Now, as we seek to begin farm bill discussions in the coming months, it seems that the Biden administration is only focused on two areas of the comprehensive package: nutrition and conservation. While these farm bill titles are important, so are the traditional farm programs like crop insurance, farm commodity programs that help our producers safely manage risk. Also, we need to acknowledge and thank our farmers and foresters who have worked hard for generations, continue to work hard to voluntarily implement practices of sustainability and conservation on their land as they see fit. They are the first conservationists and best stewards of their land, knowing it must be preserved for generations to come. My first question, Mr. Secretary, is changes with the administration keep bringing newly written regulations surrounding the waters of the U.S. or the WOTUS. While I know the Department of Agriculture does not have direct role with WOTUS as compared to the EPA and the Corps of Engineers, your department clearly has direct engagements with landowners and our nation's natural resources. The Supreme Court plans to make a ruling surrounding WOTUS later this year. Do you commit to working with others in the Biden administration and our nation's farmers and foresters to uphold and implement the final decision from the Supreme Court in a timely, efficient fashion? And can you elaborate on that?
Sure. Senator, appreciate the question. We have a close relationship with EPA on this particular issue, wanting to make sure that as EPA promulgates and implements rules and regulations of any kind, including waters of the U.S., that it does so with farmer input. And we've encouraged Administrator Reagan, and I think he's been very true to his word. He is seeking, he is sitting down, he is listening, and he's making himself and his team available for farmer input. Our second responsibility, I think, is to take a look at, as the rules and regulations are implemented, how can USDA provide resources and assistance to enable farmers and ranchers to implement whatever the rule might be in the most efficient and effective way for them and for their operation. And we obviously will be committed to doing that.
Thank you. Between the publication of 2012 and 2017 Census of Agriculture reports, 67,000 farms ceased operation. 67,000. And over 14 million acres of land went out of farming. What is your department doing to help protect and restore our nation's farmland and farmers?
Well, there are a couple things. I think first and foremost, we're trying to figure out ways in which we can expand on what I refer to as the extraction economy. Right now, Senator, essentially farmers have two ways to make money. They can sell their crops, or they can feed their crops to livestock and sell the product of the livestock. The reality is they need more revenue streams, and that's one of the reasons why the Climate Smart Agricultural Product Initiative is so important, because it creates additional revenue streams for farmers. Also, converting agricultural waste into more bio-based products, another revenue stream. So increasing the number of revenue streams is one avenue. Second avenue is making sure that farmers have access to the information about programs that are available to them. So we're expanding significantly the technical assistance, particularly to historically underserved farmers, because they are the ones who are most struggling, and oftentimes are they're either not aware or unable to go through the process of applying for the various tools and various programs that we have to help them. So with these technical assistance grants that we're making to a number of organizations, we're now providing more assistance and more help so folks can get access to the programs. And then the final thing I would say is we obviously continue to look for ways in which we can help beginning farmers and ranchers get started, and focusing on a variety of folks, including veterans. So a number of things that we're doing.
Thank you. One last quick question. Are you familiar with the EQIP proposal to our farmers about cover crops?
Sure.
About the three. I'm having problems in my state. My farmers are asking me, why would we plant these three grains when we do wheat? We have cover crops, and we need more wheat. We need more things that we can sell. Do you have a?
We essentially have recently indicated, as part of this effort to try to expand production through our conservation agreements, that wheat would be essentially treated as a cover crop, and an appropriate cover crop. So we've just recently announced that, Senator.
So that won't be a problem.
Shouldn't be.
Thank you, Madam Chair.